Okay.
All right. Hi, George. How are you?
Hi, Gina.
I love seeing you in your space. So is this where you train then?
Every day in my loft. Yes.
Oh, so you're up in your loft. Awesome. Are there vaulted ceilings?
Yep. But
okay.
No, this is a regular ceiling. It's up high.
Proves that you don't need a lot of space. Look at you right there.
Yeah, it's all right here. The platform back there, that's the one I plank on. That's been at events. That's the one I use.
Wow, that's the actual one, huh?
Yeah. So I don't plank on the floor anymore. But you come to a point where you upgrade to the platform. The air's better.
Why is that? Why the platform?
Because I don't like planking on the ground, because in gyms and so forth, because it's, the air's better up high.
Gotcha. Interesting. Who would have thought?
And the other thing is, when you're up high, you're at eye level, you can see people. It's very bad when there's nothing more disrespectful to a person that's in the plank pose than when somebody walks up and says, "How's it going?" And all you see is their feet. Most people will get down on their knees to chat with you. So, but if you're on a platform, you can avoid all that.
Yeah, interesting. I wouldn't even have thought of that. And also, if somebody's coming to talk to you, naturally, you want to make eye contact. That probably.
Yeah. And you don't want to turn like that. And then you don't like looking at people's feet because that's dirty and they're on the floor and it's just bad mojo. You want to be up high.
Yeah. Gosh. See, I never
that's why you always saw me in Carlsbad on the bench or the wall. I would never plank in the grass.
Yeah. No, that makes so much. You're right there on that bench. Now it makes sense. You put that together. So George, gratitude. Every day gratitude. We talked about this in the interview that we had, how important it is and how you and I both start our day out that way. We focus on it daily. But during the challenge, it's like we're saying something that we're grateful for every single day. So I'm going to start right now by saying I'm truly grateful for our connection, George. I think it's so rad that there's certain people that come into your life, and then many come and they go, and everyone has a place and a purpose in each other's lives, but there's certain people that you stay connected, and there's a greater purpose for that. And so I'm really grateful that we've stayed connected over the years. Even though we might only chat once or twice a year, we have this bond that will never be broken.
No, it's the fondest memories of you, and your type of people are the ones that I can gravitate to. And I just have the fondest memories of you down there when your kids were little and they're running all over the place. And
so great. I know, we have pictures to prove it, right?
Yeah, I had to ask, what is Dad still around?
Dad? Yeah, Michael. Yeah, Michael. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, my dad or my husband dad?
Oh, you're the one. Your dad. I think he was.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He asks about you all the time. Yeah. Both dads are in the picture still. Hubby's still there. Cousin's still there. Yes, I am surrounded by amazing dads.
That's good. I like hearing
it. Is hubby still in the picture? Yes, today he is. All right, George. So I'm going to put you through a star plank. Okay, so I'm going to do it just like I would train anyone else. Let's see your magic. You obviously do the stationary plank, but you said you finish in the star plank from time to time. But we're going to do I'll show you different variations. I'm treating you as if you've never done a plank before, George. Okay, so bear with me. And then you're going to take me through your version of the plank, how you do it. Tell me like a little bit of the conversation that goes through your head, all that stuff. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start up in a regular plank. I've got some Tabata music for us so we can rock out with some music.
Okay.
Perfect. It tells us when to start, when to stop. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start. Let me put this down just a little bit. All right, I always like to start rooted, grounded in a regular plank, just to kind of, gather yourself, ground yourself in your feet, engage your core. Okay,
yes.
So we're just going to show you how we're going to do it. A couple different variations. Of course, we have the side plank here. You can stagger if you're not feeling it, hover, or the official star plank where you make that huge giant star, keeping your obliques tight, lifting up the hips.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. We ready, George? We're going to put on the music, Tabata style. We're going to go from side to side. So first one will be 20 seconds on one side, and then we'll flip to do the star on the other side. Are you ready?
I'm not used to doing that particular pose from the high plank position. So I don't really do it. This.
George, you do you. That's a beautiful thing about G-Fit. You do you. If you need to go down and drop down to the forearms, do your star.
Yeah.
If you want to come up, Perfect. There's no wrong way.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. This is going to be fun. I've never planked with you, George.
Well, you not for lack of opportunity.
Okay, ready? Get to that side. Your variation. 4, 3, 2, 1. Star it however you want. 20 seconds. Stay strong. Round 1, George.
Yep.
Keep the core tight. Here we go. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Moving to that other side. Switch it right over. 20 seconds on that other side. 2, 1. Start up. 20 seconds. Really working those obliques. We're finishing the challenge strong. Power pose, baby. Four, 3, 2, 1. Rotate. That's 2. 6 more. Getting comfy now. Here we go, George. Lift it up. Hover it. Nice. Keep breathing. Keep it breathing. Triple is good. Channeling my George right now. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Other side. Whoo, George, I know you don't do start plank for 9 hours. But man, you inspire me. Let's go. Almost halfway there. Star. Let's go. Almost there. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Halfway, George. We've got this. Then I'll be ready to drop to the forearms. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Woo! Let's go. Whew, stay up. Over halfway there. Staying strong. If it was hard, everyone would be doing it. And I don't see anyone else planking with us, George. Other side. Nice. 3 more. We've got this. 3 more. Total of 1 minute in that scar. Lift it up. Round 6. 2 more after this. Staying strong, controlled. Looking good, George. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Last 2. Finishing strong in that star. 3, 2, 1. Start up. Woo! Grab that foot if you can. Stretch it up. Woo! I'm finishing strong. Look at you, George. Keep going. Good. Almost there. One more side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, George. And I'm ready for you. This is a good warm-up. We're almost there. Last star. 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Up. Woo! Have fun with it. Woo! Good, George. Keep breathing.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2. Pause. Oh, yeah. Working that side. Nice. Thanks, George. How'd you like that? Little side plank action?
Yeah, I don't do that. That's when you put them in a combination like that and repeat them, that's good.
Change it up.
But I can't, that on the high one, I'm not as stable. I have to train to get there. Side, on the sides, from the forearm position, I'm good.
Okay, I like it. So take me through, like, show me how you do it. Get me in position. Show me the form. Do what you're gonna do, George. I'm all yours.
What works for me, and it's facilitated, a sustained plank, and folks have to decide what it is they want, you know, as far as a goal goes. Nobody says you have to plank for hours on end, but the plank pose, it's a total body exercise. But what makes it nice is now when you start combining economy of effort, I call it economy of effort. You combine certain exercises together, much like we just did here with the side plank and so forth. You can get a lot done from this pose. It's a variety of stuff. Once you're in the pose, you're there. And this is where you normally start your clock and forget about time. Okay, set your goal for a 10-minute plank or whatever it is you're going to do. And don't think about the clock. Turn that stopwatch upside down. And you can start from here. This is where you check yourself. Elbows directly under your shoulders. Now that's nice and strong. That's a position of strength right there. That looks good. And I apologize for not being in a side profile, but I can talk this way and look at you.
Okay.
This is the pose.
I'm shaking.
You want to avoid lifting the butt up. No kipping is allowed. And certainly none of this.
No this.
Can't static. Yeah, none of that. You have to stay still. Now you're allowed to breathe. There was a time.
Well, I have a quick question, George. Would this disqualify you? Like when you're in your record, your training, you have to say here, any of this, you're out. You're out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's breaking the pose. Now you're allowed to breathe. And as you take in air, you're slowly gonna raise up, but you're not gonna kip.
Okay.
That kip position is a natural reaction to what I call coping with the science of duress. When your body starts to feel uncomfortable, everybody wants to kip up, like that's gonna make them feel better. I'm here to tell you, just go through that. You see. So once you're in the pose, then you can do the simple. I've seen a lot of people doing these now. The combination of the up downs with the plank. So let's say we go 20 seconds, the 30-second plank, then we do 30 seconds of up downs. We'll just abbreviate it. And so you go from this pose, take a deep breath, and go right into the up down. Let's just do 5 of them. Up, down. And when you come down on those up downs, you got to level up. Don't cheat it. Don't short sheet it. Come down back to the plank pose and back up, down. And alternate which hand you go up with each time. And you stay back in the plank pose.
Okay, now can you do up downs when you're in competition?
No.
Okay.
But doing all this will facilitate a longer plank. This is just, adding stuff to the plank pose. You always come back to this. And then you can always go back up to the high plank position.
Woo!
And you can do your push-ups. Let's just do 5.
Holy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back up and hold in the high plank, what I call high plank position. Okay, come back down. Now I've incorporated leg lifts. Okay, take the right leg up. You can't see me, but yeah, just like that. Now, and just hold it there. Lift it up. Squeeze that glute. Hold on. Stay level. Don't bend. That's part of the routine too. But I do the leg lift exercise combination. Simply straight leg. You pulse for say 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knee and kick up. Donkey kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. Add it out 45 degrees.
Woo!
Put that leg out there and lift. 1, 2, 3,
I'm back at it.
5. Then it's down to the side and out laterally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap on the outside and then lift that leg up and over.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do that the other side. Leg up, pulse for 5, 4, 5. Donkey kick 2, 3. Hang in there. 4, 5. Angle 3, 4, 5. Out to the side laterally. 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap, lift it up and over. Cross over that ankle. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, back down. Now back to plank pose. And let's take a break. Drop your knees. Always drop knees in the child's pose.
Oh, best pose of the day.
Now I break a sweat.
Oh yeah.
But that's the gist. Once that means the pilot, the fire has been lit. Now you can train.
I was lit. So where do you go? We've only done 5 minutes. I surrendered there several times in that little exercise.
Sure.
Where does your brain go, George?
Well, you want to finish, and you aren't satisfied until you achieve goal, whatever that is for you. It's very personal.
Absolutely.
Because nobody's watching you. It's very personal, and we're studying now the science of discomfort. What do you do when you start to feel uncomfortable and you start to feel that burn? The burn does not mean you are injured. The burn is the body's natural reaction to stress.
Yes.
Physical stress, that's all. And so when that happens, it's okay. I just want you to learn to accept that and then move through that.
Yeah.
Much like a Marine does in combat. When he is shot and they fall to the ground and their limbs are hanging, and they're seriously wounded, they don't quit. You adapt, you improvise, and you overcome. And that's what we do when I train, and that's how I train. And then you start realizing you can accept and pursue the outrageous times and so forth that I've been successful with in the past.
Well, it's like once you move past that threshold, it almost like you get the second wind would you say where you realize what you're capable of, and so many people never even reach that threshold.
No, they don't, and that's okay. It's okay. I had Jeff here this morning, and we were talking about that, his discomfort and the temptation to want to kip up or to do this. You see people doing this a lot. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but you just, that's the natural reaction to discomfort.
Yeah.
Why? If you didn't have an arm, what would you do? I wonder. No, you'd have to stay down with one arm.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm interested in now, is this pain. I mean, we're writing the book, and I'm sorry, it's very therapeutic for me. As I listen to my writer, the content he gives me, and we're trying to figure out why I can accept such pain and discomfort, and
yes.
But the mind has to adapt to that and learn. It's a learned behavior. It's not a gift, it's a learned behavior. And once you get good at that.
Wait, I like what you just said. It's not a gift, it's a learned behavior. And something that I say a lot of is we all have this inner fire, this inner potential, because so many people think that you have something they don't have, or I have something they don't have. We have a gift. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, genetics are different, all those things, but we all have this inner fire, this flame that you talk about that allows you to get past those thresholds. We all have it.
Exactly. Everybody can do this. They just have to stop trying to debate it with themselves and just do it.
Yeah, they spend too much time in their head.
Yeah.
And they try to get out of their head and just do in the action.
And I'm finding more and more, it's as you see with your followers and so forth, people start to gravitate to those that they have that are proven, that have done stuff like this, and that's where they seem to find the best advice. Because most trainers at a gym don't know what we know.
Right. They're just counting sets and reps, right?
Exactly, Jeff. That's exactly what Jeff said this morning. They'll tell you to do 3 sets, 15 reps, and this last one, make it burn. Okay. So what have I learned?
What's interesting is that, as we're talking, it's like, okay, what I'm interested in, and it sounds like exactly what you're interested in now, is the longevity. How do you hold that plank for that long? How do you maintain what you're doing for that long, whether it be in a plank session or for life? Like I'm so interested in that mind, like what does get us fired up to start our day a certain way, to do that plank, to push through those thresholds, and that mind and the science behind is just fascinating. And what's even more fascinating, as I said, is that being able to help people to tap into that. Right. So we all have that. And so I think it's just interesting how it evolves from, maybe you did the plank to just, I don't know, weed off some stress or whatever it was. And then how it evolves into more of the mindset game and how fascinating that is.
Yeah, the mindset comes in once because you really don't have a choice. You have to get it right up here with yourself. And sometimes that's a real reckoning, process. You have to, there's a lot of stuff up here, lifetime of experiences and images and things from when I was a Marine to when I was living in Carlsbad and when I'm here and for all the events I've done and have been fortunate enough to participate in, it's we call this the gallery.
Yep.
And up there, I can get distracted quite a bit. And most people would ask you, well, what do you see up there? What do you have? Well, if I told you, it wouldn't make any sense to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's really proprietary. I mean, I'm very detail oriented. I capture a lot of stuff, and store it up there.
Yep.
On game day, I open that gallery. It's the only gallery in the world that's open and nothing's for sale.
Oh gosh, I love that, George.
It's true. It's truly mine. It's proprietary. So I boast about it. I brag about it. It's all good stuff.
Now, what
if it helps me get through what I have to get through, then that's the purpose of it. Now that doesn't dismiss the idea that I still need energy from a crowd and so forth. I went to the Wisconsin football game 2 weeks ago up in Madison, and they were playing Nebraska. That was the first live college game I've been to of any substance, since I probably was in a Chargers game down at the stadium down there a while back, but, I told Emily, I said, we had great seats and it was the energy in that stadium. When I watched the crowd, and it was a packed house, 50,000 people probably. Anyway, I told her, I said, you see that? If you put me on the center of the field right now, I could probably plank forever.
Wow.
I said, because that energy that those fans generate, I harvest that. I love that. And that turns me on,
Oh, that's so good, George. Energy's everything. And being able to capture that energy and to know that too. That's why it's fascinating to me that you're able to carry on the plank and dig into that gallery that you talk about in the space that you're in right now, because you have to create your own energy there.
Yeah, I truly do. And I have music and but at the end of the day, it comes down to what I have up here. I have to have the will that I'm going to succeed and get the plank done that I set out to do. And some days it's easier than others, but it still gets done.
Yeah. So what did you have for breakfast today? What have you had so far?
I don't eat I ate the oatmeal this morning with a tablespoon of chia powder, a tablespoon of chia with a heavy dose of turmeric in it, turmeric powder, and a teaspoon of black maca powder, a tablespoon of black maca powder. That with all my supplements and one cup of coffee sets me where I need to be for the morning. I won't get hungry now till about 1 o'clock. Then I'll go have my late breakfast.
Amazing. Now, are you drinking? I see that. Do you drink perfect water?
Yeah, you brought that up. No, not. Somebody must have given it to me.
Okay. Yeah, so because I was wondering, how do you stay hydrated with the electrolytes as you're starting to sweat?
Yeah, and I'll start drinking that stuff more seriously, with the electrolytes when I'm doing longer planks, usually an hour or more. Then I'll start getting serious about taking on fluids. That's when I start needing crew support and so forth,
Look at you. Are you still holding that plank, George?
No, I dropped my knees. I'm just.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wow, he's just cruising.
I mean, I could talk to you all day long. This will help pass time.
Right?
I can't tell you how many video chats I've done.
That's what you need to do is just start training with people to get you through your plank, and then you can help inspire other people. But it's amazing how, I put you through the Tabata and how that maybe was different than your normal training. So it was
that's different.
Way. And then you putting me through what you did, after the Tabata was like, oh my gosh, so hard. So it just goes to show why, changing it up in that variety is good. So you stimulate your muscles differently.
Yeah. It's all good stuff. At the end of the day, you're taking care of yourself and whatever little ones you have running around. And I see yours oftentimes doing their little thing, their PT. That's good, Yeah,
they definitely have learned just by watching. Of course, I teach them here and there, but I feel like the best way to teach is just to watch what you're doing and just to lead by example. And they've definitely picked it up, and they ask for the right foods most of the time. They definitely come out and work out on their own. So it's like the more we can plant those seeds, the better.
Yeah. We live in difficult times right now. So much to be thankful for this year, and going into the Christmas and the holidays, and just don't forget those that are still serving in hostile countries far away.
Yes, absolutely, and thank you for your service. Yeah, I have a lot of, actually quite a few girls that are in the GVIT community that have served or are currently serving, and definitely thank them for daily for their hustle and their dedication and everything that they're doing for us.
Yeah, there's a lot of good folks out there doing the right thing, and then I'd like to think there's more of those than the bad people, but it's all good. You just stay connected, and your people that follow you can certainly take a look at what I'm doing, and if they're so inspired, so be it.
Well, keep doing what you're doing, George. You're inspiring us. Your name, your face popped up throughout this challenge as I was trying to dig deep in my 4 minutes that we just did. And I'm thinking, George, 10 hours. Wow. You beat this, Gina.
Yeah. 10 hours, 10 minutes and 10 seconds.
10. Did you try to make it so 10, and then were you like, well, got to get to that 10. I'm not stopping. Did you need that equal number, or did it just so happen to be that?
No, I need the 10 so I can remember it, 30 years from now.
Yes.
Nobody does 10, 03.
Oh, that's how I remembered it. 10. So good. And then it wasn't the other one 9 before that. It was the 9 or 9/11. 11.
We did that one in San Diego. That was the big one. That was 6 years ago, five years ago in November. That was a good one. On the Midway. That was 9/11. We did that 9/11/01.
So now, what does 2022 hold for you, George? I know you're working on your book. What else do you have in store? Do you have any new goals or anything at all? Or do you do no goals? Do you have
there's a slight chance we might take another look at this plank record, the Guinness record that was set, but it's come under such extreme controversy that I'm getting summoned to make it right. And but I would not break the 10. I will own that. That's a separate certification. I would get close to it, but I won't break that. Maybe a 10:01:01.
So good. Wow, George. Well, listen, let's stay in touch, and let's not make it just till next November when we do the plank challenge again. If you're out in San Diego, let me know. If you have,
I will count on that. I may get out that way because my writer's out there, so I need to come out there and spend some time with him. And I get a lot of work done in a hotel room when I'm
out of your space, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And by the water too. There's a different energy here that'll carry you through to another level. So come out my way.
Oh, I can do that for sure. Yeah.
All right, George. Well, thank you so much. And this will be on replay for those that couldn't make it. Time zones are not such a great thing. Everyone's busy. We have busy lives, but amen for replays. So we will connect with you real soon, George. Thanks for today.
All right. Thanks, Gina. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.